They thought they could intimidate Emma Reynolds, a story of discipline, courage, and quiet power. The rain had started just after sunset, slow at first, then heavier, drumming steadily against the empty streets like a warning no one bothered to hear. Emma Reynolds walked alone. She wasn't reckless. She wasn't careless. She had simply learned, from a very young age, that fear should never decide where your feet could go. Her hood was pulled low, brown hair tied back tightly at the nape of her neck. She wore plain clothes, nothing flashy, nothing that drew attention, just a dark jacket, worn boots, and a calm, purposeful stride. Most people wouldn't have looked twice. That was always the mistake, because Emma Reynolds wasn't ordinary. She was the daughter of a Navy SEAL. And more importantly, she was her own woman. Bloodline of discipline. Emma grew up on bases most kids never heard of, and in homes that never stayed permanent for long. Her childhood memories weren't filled with luxury or comfort, but with structure, early mornings, and quiet conversations held late at night. Her father, Commander Jack Reynolds, never spoke about his missions. He never bragged. He never raised his voice. He believed true strength didn't need noise. When Emma was 10, she once asked him why he trained every day. Even after retiring, he had looked at her for a long moment, then said calmly, "Greater than, because the world doesn't announce when it's about to test you." That sentence stayed with her forever. Jack Reynolds didn't train Emma to fight, he trained her to think. Awareness first, distance second, escape always preferred, control over chaos, and above all restraint. Real power, he told her, is knowing you could hurt someone, and choosing not to. A wrong assumption. That night, as Emma turned into a narrow side street near the transit station, she felt it before she saw it. Laughter, not joyful, not friendly, the kind of laughter that feeds on weakness. 4 figures stepped out from the shadows ahead. 2 more lingered behind her. Emma stopped walking. She didn't panic. She didn't reach for anything. She simply assessed. 6 individuals, late teens to early 20s, no military bearing, slouched posture, overconfident, disorganized, likely intoxicated, or riding adrenaline. Bullies. One of them stepped forward. Tall, broad shoulders, a smug grin stretched across his face. K, he said, "Where you rushing off to?" Emma said nothing. Silence unsettled people like this more than words ever could. Another one laughed. "She's scared. Look at her." Emma slowly raised her eyes, not aggressively, not submissively, just enough to meet his gaze. Calm, measured, unimpressed. That alone caused a flicker of uncertainty. The first mistake, the leader moved closer. "Relax," he said. "We just want to talk." Emma shifted her weight slightly, a small movement, almost unnoticeable. Her father's voice echoed in her mind. "Greater than hands, feet, exits. Always know your exits." She noted the open alley to her left, the parked car behind the one on her right, the slick ground from the rain variables. Then one of them reached out and grabbed her wrist. That was the moment everything changed. Emma reacted not with rage, not with fear, but with precision. She turned her wrist inward, stepped forward instead of back, and applied pressure at the exact angle her father had shown her. Years ago there was a sharp gasp. The man dropped to his knees, clutching his arm, stunned more than hurt. Emma released immediately and stepped back. "I don't want trouble," she said calmly. "Walk away." They stared at her now, not amused, not laughing, confused, embarrassed, dangerous. When ego takes over. Did you see that? One of them snapped. "She thinks she's tough." Another cracked his knuckles. "Teach her a lesson." This was the part Jack Reynolds warned her about. When pride feels threatened, when stupidity becomes violent. Emma exhaled slowly. She didn't attack. She positioned. 2 steps left. Angle adjusted. Hands open, non-threatening. Ready? The second man rushed her. Too fast. Too sloppy. Emma sidestepped, guided his momentum past her, and used his own imbalance to send him crashing into a trash bin. Metal clanged loudly. The remaining 4 froze. Now fear was creeping in. "Who the hell are you?" one of them demanded. Emma looked at him. "I am someone who doesn't want to hurt you," she said, "but I will defend myself." Her voice never shook. That terrified them more than shouting ever could. The truth revealed. Sirens echoed faintly in the distance. Someone nearby had heard the noise. The leader swallowed. "This ain't worth it," one muttered. As they began backing away, the first man, still clutching his wrists, looked up at her. "You military or something?" Emma paused, then she answered honestly. "My father was a Navy SEAL," she said. "He taught me discipline, control, responsibility." She met their eyes one last time. "He also taught me that bullies only understand consequences." They ran, not chased, not threatened, just gone. Emma stood there alone again, rain soaking into her jacket, heart steady, breathing controlled, no victory celebration, no adrenaline rush, just quiet resolve. Aftermath. Police arrived minutes later. Emma gave a simple statement. statement, no embellishment, no heroics, just facts. The officer studying her raised an eyebrow. You handled yourself well. Emma nodded politely. I was taught well. Asterisk that night, when she finally reached home, her father was waiting in the kitchen. Asterisk, he didn't ask many questions, he never did. Just listened. Asterisk, then he nodded. Once, I'm proud of you, he said. Not because she fought asterisk, but because she didn't lose herself. What strength really is asterisk? Emma Reynolds didn't become a legend. Asterisk her name didn't make headlines, asterisk, and that was exactly how she preferred it, asterisk, because true strength isn't loud, it doesn't seek validation, doesn't humiliate the weak or glorify violence. True strength is knowing when to stand, asterisk, knowing when to walk away, knowing who you are, no matter who tries to intimidate you. And that night, 6 people learned a lesson they would never forget. You don't need to look dangerous to be powerful. Sometimes, the quietest person in the room is the one you should never underestimate. Final message to viewers, asterisk, this story is a work of fiction inspired by realistic scenarios, created for entertainment and inspiration only. Asterisk, it does not depict real individuals or events. Asterisk, if you believe in discipline over violence, courage over fear, and justice without cruelty, then you already understand the message. True power is control. Asterisk, if you want to watch even better and more powerful stories like this, subscribe to American Story Hub. Don't forget to like the video and press the bell icon so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching. Asterisk, emotional and engaging.